All good to resume our progression on this playlist. Looks like you don't have any of this week's vehicles. Don't worry, driver. You can get one with the week bundle.
Yo, what's up? Scotto here from Hoonigan. Hey, I'm super stoked to see another aspiring Gymkhana driver. And I want to welcome you to Tire Slayer Studios, our headquarters. The MOTORFEST gave us... This is the place to hone and perfect our skills in 3 different level zones. Show me your creativity, and you might get your chance at Gymkhana MOTORFEST driver. But for now, let me just show you around. You're gonna love it here.
Looks like you're not the only one working out today. Lots of drivers out to burn rubber. No pressure. There's no need to rush this morning. Hey, this guy ahead, he's doing great at donuts. New rule, the more tricks you perform, the more bucks you earn. But wait too long between tricks, and the buck counter will drop. That bonus is for true Gymkhana masters only. Our 360 Madman is back. Go slide his line, just follow his tire tracks. That's why I love this place. You have a wrecking ball, and you always have guys to get creative with it. Performing the wildest tricks. This is the Gymkhana DNA. bit of preparation to become a Gymkhana driver. A lot, in fact. But for now, just remember this. If you have the right mindset, you'll be capable of anything. Like drifting to the edge of a canyon, or jumping over a helicopter, or, I don't know, anything. We're coming to the end, and I haven't even told you about this monster that spits fire out of its V8. I mean, you are driving the mother of... Cross that line, and I'll tell you more about it.
So in the first event, you already get to drive the Hoonicorn. Realize that's the wildest Gymkhana machine we have ever built. You're a lucky one. It took us 2 years to transform a 1965 Mustang into that. The updated version uses the same Ford V8, but this time with 2 massive turbos. Let's see how you did on this first outing. We'll film a few moments, a good way to see how you progress through the playlist. It's gonna take some time for you to harness all of this power. This thing makes crazy torque. It's not exactly a ride for beginners. All right, look, we're gonna keep the Hoonicorn, but we're gonna stay on the grid playground. Accurately, you can actually slide this thing around.
Driver, the real Gymkhana quest starts now with your first drills. Score as many points as possible by performing the requested stunts, and you're sure to impress Scotto. Shouldn't be an issue. The Hoonicorn was born to stunt.
Okay, first training Hoonicorn event. We're focusing on Gymkhana essentials, big slides, and precision. Get the right amount of points, and we move on. You'll love the next trick. It's the grind rail. To grind these, you need to be properly aligned and to hit them at a high speed to slide all the way. On your right, and back again. A figure 8 ahead. Try not to slide too wide. Now toss it back the other way. For a little grind rail? Passing through these tunnels earns you points too. Come on, one last round. Give me a few more tricks. The Hoonicorn That's a tire-slaying monster. Don't be shy with it. Hell yeah, that's my driver. The first time we installed the grind rail was in Florida. We thought a car doing a skateboard trick? Man, that's gotta be cool. And it was.
You've just taken your first step in the quest to becoming a Gymkhana master. The tricks we set up require a ton of precision and therefore training. Proper car control requires tact. Everything is weight balance. Engage the brake hard at that perfect moment. Get proper steering, but above all, never lift. Let's see how you handled your first slides with the unicorn. So now the real test is going to be whether or not you can manage to put this all together in real Gymkhana conditions. First, out of this first stat I want to put together, there's 2 cars I want to see go head to head. Take your pick.
Always at your disposal. Ready for the next objective? Good to go. Don't forget that you can enjoy the playground as much as you like in free drive. A great way to hone your new skills. As Scotto said, let's take a break before resuming your Gymkhana quest with a This versus That episode. Hoonigan does countless car-related things, from custo to pro racing. But one of their favourite activities is as simple as it is fun: to compare cars by racing them.
The Coupe Quattro, a turbo monster with infinite blueness.
You're in a This versus That event. The guys and I do it all the time. We put 2 cars on the grid and see which one is the fastest. We can only compare cars for the fun of it. Don't worry if you lose. But let's see if you bet on the right horse. Audi blowing Porsche away. This race is sick. Our 2 competitors today belong to the collection of a true Volkswagen nerd, me. These cars on track, it makes me feel emotional. And a little bit anxious, to be honest. Don't crash yours, please. I'll tell Gary the same thing. race is like seeing a Jack Ferdinand Porsche fighting a buffed up August Hork in the octagon. In the red corner, the 965 Turbo, upgraded to over 400 horsepower with Japanese aesthetics. Love this. And in the blue corner, the 1990 Coupe Quattro with a big turbo that takes it up over 800 horsepower. A good little boy. They both have a lot of power and they're both insane. I'm not going to bed before kissing these two beauties. Listen, you keep that to yourself, all right? It's just, you know, I'm really proud of these machines. See the volcano? My guys are preparing a first Gymkhana test for you over there. Things are gonna get real. The end is near. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough watching either of my babies lose. If you want to push the car to its limit, now is the time. That wins the Quattro. Sorry about that, Ferdinand.
All right. You did great. But honestly, this versus that was heartbreaking to watch. On one side, you've got this 1990 Audi Coupe Quattro that took me a mere 2 decades to see crazy hill climbing beast. And on the other, the ultimate goal for any VW, Audi, Porsche nerd like myself. One of the first 2 cars that Raw Weld ever built outside of Japan. Check out the hips on that thing. I know we patched this whole thing together, but I just can't watch either of these lose. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes closed for this one. All good? Can I open my eyes now? Let's meet at the foot of the volcano. It's time to put your skills to the test in an actual Gymkhana.
Back to the Gymkhana mindset. This event is a validation event, meaning you'll need to use the skills you've acquired on the playground. Scotto wants to see if you can use them in a time attack.
Hey, welcome to the first test, the volcano. We really spruced up the place. The plan's simple. You go up to the summit, then drive down as fast as you can while performing various tricks. I want to feel fast and precise in such a challenging environment. All right, I'd be lying if I didn't happen to mention a few drivers might have gone down the ravine. It was kind of rough, but that's not going to happen to you. And after all, the Camaro, virtually unbreakable. Good luck.
Probably wondering, why a chopper? You'll find out soon. Time to see what you've learned. Finish the race on time. Do as many tricks as you can. And on top of winning that money, you'll win my heart. Deal? Big Block is ultra powerful, and that's not a euphemism. Gymkhana machine like the Unicorn. You can drift a street car for sure, but it's at your own risk with the handbrake. Jump over it, like now. Now that's what we call proximity. This type of moment in a video with slow-mo, now that's badass. Align properly to take the rail. Designed this path in reference to hill climb, hardcore uphill races. But in a volcano, dude, you take it up a notch. Come on, I want to see you flirt with the precipice a little longer. Kill these tires. Watch out for roadworks, 100 meters ahead. At high speed through roadworks, jumping over a chopper, that's why Gymkhanas exist. Follow the chopper, the end is right over there. That's a shame, but you'll get it next time. Just do the same, but faster. Probably wondering, why a chopper? You'll find out soon. Time to see what you've learned. Finish the race on time. Do as many tricks as you can. And on top of winning that money, you'll win my heart. Deal? That big block is ultra powerful, and that's not a euphemism. But she's not a natural-born Gymkhana machine like the Huni. You can drift the streetcar for sure, but it's at your own risk with the handbrake. Like now. Now that's what we call proximity. This type of moment in a video with slow-mo, well, that's badass. Remember, align properly to take the rail. This path in reference to hill climb, hardcore uphill races. But in a volcano, dude, you take it up a notch. Come on, I want to see you flirt with the precipice a little longer. Kill these tires. Watch out for roadworks, 100 meters ahead. Slaloming at high speed through roadworks, jumping over it. That's why Gymkhanas exist. Follow the chopper. The end is right over there. Okay, that's a shame, but you'll get it next time. Do the same, but faster.
Back to the Gymkhana mindset. This event is a validation event to use the skills you've acquired on the playground. Here for you, driver. You know where to find me, driver.
It's going to be a beauty. Very few things are as badass as a naked bike, right? That bike has the right curves. They shaved off some of the weight of it when they updated the model. Speed and looks, if you ask me. Wherever I turn. Love it. Let's go. I think we got this one in control. Roadsters, I think of Japanese bikes. And when you say Japanese bikes, you mean Honda. CB1000R. No frills, a balanced performance Neo Sport Cafe. Hey, I'm starting to sound like Kara. Pretty sweet, right? You're in luck. Complete that playlist, and MOTORFEST will add it to your collection.